In today's video, I am taking a deep dive into dressings. They're not only one of my favorite things to make in the kitchen, but I also think they're one of the most useful because for me as a home cook, they check all the boxes. You make them ahead of time, they encourage me to eat healthy, they make every meal you use them on incredibly fast and easy, and they are bar none the best magnet for many types of leftover produce in your fridge. So I'm going to talk about how to make dressings at home, different components that will make any dressing work, as well as 3 in particular that I have been very happy to keep topped up in my fridge. So let's dive right in. Dressings are heavily flavored sauces that are used to season other things, usually salad. And one of the biggest benefits of using them is that they are a fast and easy way to make simple food delicious. Take this Chipotle Mango dressing, which I made by combining 250 grams of frozen mango, 75 grams of chipotles in adobo, 100 grams of orange juice, 55 grams of lime juice, 9 grams of salt, 20 grams of cilantro, and then blending them while I drizzled in 100 grams of grapeseed oil. This one in particular is incredible because it not only made this salad of red cabbage, corn, cherry tomatoes, cilantro, and a piece of roast salmon taste truly spectacular, but it was also a perfect marinade for the salmon. It would also work great on chicken breast or steak, or you could use it to tie a taco together. To me, one of the most important things about a great dressing is that it's creamy, and the Chipotle Mango is an example of using fruits, specifically the pectin in fruits or vegetables, to maintain the creamy emulsion. But this next one uses another great way to hold together the large amounts of acid together with the fats that make dressings taste so good. I started with 80 grams of cashews, 175 grams of lime juice, the zest of 1 lime, 10 grams of a combination of mint and Thai basil, and 12 grams of salt, which I spun in a food processor while I drizzled in 200 grams of grapeseed oil and then added 10 grams of gochugaru chili flake. The most traditional way of making a dressing creamy is by using egg yolks, but there is a protein in cashews that does the same thing and also gives you a vegan option if you're into that sort of thing. But whatever method you use, the procedure is the same. Mix everything in the recipe together except the oil, and then as you are blending or whisking, slowly drizzle the oil in. To me, this one is a straight salad topper, is probably my favorite. I ate it with arugula, shaved carrots, cucumbers, Thai basil, and fried shallots, as well as a piece of steak that I marinated with the mango from the previous recipe. You can tell from the macros of these past 2 that as components themselves, dressings are usually very high in calories and often high in fat as well. Although I would argue the small amounts that you eat and the fact that they're encouraging you to eat a lot more raw vegetables more than makes up for it. But this last dressing uses one of the unsung heroes of any sauce, which is that in the triad of acid, salt, and fat that creates a seasoning baseline for pretty much everything we eat, we have been using fat to counteract the acidity that gives these dressings their kick. But we can use a base like yogurt instead to counteract the acid in the citrus juice, which makes a dressing that is far lower in both fat and calories, but has just as much of a kick. Like this 400 grams of Greek yogurt that I mixed with 80 grams of Dijon, 120 grams of lemon juice, 12 grams of salt, 15 grams of grated garlic, and 80 grams of grated parm. I'm a strong believer that you don't need fancy equipment to make delicious food at home. So this last one I made using only hand tools, but any one of the 3 dressings in this video can be made with an immersion blender or food processor or regular blender, or by hand with some ingredient substitutions and a little more sweat. All 3 of the recipes I've made today are not just delicious dressings, but also can work as frameworks. One of my favorite things about making sauces like these at home is that they are unparalleled magnets for extras in your fridge. So things like leftover bunches of herbs or aromatics like red onion or ginger that you don't want to throw out but don't have any good ideas for, try mixing them up into a dressing. Any of the herbs or aromatics or fruits in these recipes can be easily switched out for different ones you may have lying around. I had the Caesar on a classic salad of romaine, grated parm with a little lemon zest, and chili flake. This is probably my favorite salad of all time. Add a chicken breast and it might be the only thing I eat. But that is all for me on this one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.